السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يسعدني ويشرفني أتواجد معاكم اليوم في معرض يومكس، وتقدم بالشكر الجزيل إلى وزارة الدفاع متمثلة بمعالي الأخ محمد بن أحمد البواردي على تنظيم هذا المؤتمر. نتمنى لكم إن شاء الله التوفيق خلال الأيام القادمة. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be with you here today at the UMIX exhibition. The world is indeed moving swiftly forward with life and world-altering technologies developing at breakneck speeds. The fourth industrial revolution has trickled down into every aspect of life, driving up demand for once niche technologies such as artificial intelligence, robotics, the Internet of Things, 3D printing, and quantum computing. Advancements of this unprecedented kind are transforming the way we live and restructuring every business sector. Some industries will eventually become obsolete, as many have done before them, while new industries will emerge and grow into pillars of economies and societies. Unmanned systems and technologies, in my opinion, and as the data unmistakably suggests, are part of the latter and are currently at the heart of the radical development equation. We're very proud to say that the United Arab Emirates has been on top of all major technological and developmental trends in the recent years, and since its establishment, for that matter, driven by a clear vision for the future. It is with this objective in mind that the UAE threw its weight firmly behind innovation, developing ambitious national strategic initiatives and programs to support innovation. We are, in fact, indeed in the midst of the month of innovation for the United Arab Emirates. Ladies and gentlemen, the role of government has certainly been a bit complex in light of these technologies, and much more important. Governments are required to develop agile legal infrastructure to regulate, streamline, and normalize the use of such breakthroughs to maximize benefits for the community. On the other hand, ensure the safety, security, and privacy of individuals and others. At the same time, private sector as well needs to adapt to these emerging technologies. As most of you here know, previously, to have a competitive advantage in aerospace and defense, you would invest in hard assets, and these hard assets require a huge investment in research. And that would strengthen your competitive advantage as a private sector provider of defense and aerospace. However, the other alternative is to acquire as well other companies that will add to your portfolio. This equation has changed tremendously, as we have moved right now to soft assets like AI, Internet of Things, and other means of cybersecurity. A lot of new entrants came into this field, since it does not require a high capex. And the best way for defense contractors and aerospace companies is to develop venture capital to invest in such startups. And we've seen many companies like Airbus Ventures, Lockheed Martin Ventures, and even Boeing's own venture capital that invest into the ecosystem early stage. This provides two things. On one hand, it's more of an intelligence to understand what is developing globally in these areas. And secondly, it gives you a competitive advantage. So we have seen a tremendous shift in the way that private sector companies maintain their advantage. It used to be, as I said before, focused predominantly on research in-house and as well as merger and acquisitions. We're seeing a trend right now where companies invest through private equity, creating their own venture capital that always goes into publicly traded companies and then getting a share in these companies to maintain the advantage. So the dynamics have changed tremendously. The sector is changing, and therefore the competitive advantage as well is changing. I say this because prior to my current role, I was Minister of Higher Education, and we focus a lot on research as a competitive advantage. But now, being here in this role, I can also understand the importance of being at the forefront of investments through venture capital to be able to have a competitive advantage. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is the industry is evolving, and the way you stay ahead of the game is also evolving. It's no longer just built on in-house R&D, it's also built on being smart enough to have smart money that goes into companies as early as possible to be able to adopt technology, especially as we talk about things like AI, drone technology, and also unmanned vehicles. In summary, I'd like to confirm my short speech. I know we've had a long day. I don't want to take too long of your time. I wish you all a very successful event going forward, and we hope to continue seeing you here again in Abu Dhabi in the next years to come. Thank you very much.